So you just go to Cugs right now. You're gonna do the standard start. You got a Gragas jungle. He's a tankier one, so the way where he's starting isn't surprising me. Right? Like telling me this, where would you expect Gragas to start?
Gragas?
Yeah, you're the guy that you're playing against here.
Mid.
Okay, say he's Gragas jungle. Where would you expect him to start? Would you expect him to start at Golem?
Start red.
Start red?
Yeah.
I would expect most Gragases to start where he's starting. The Grump. Because he's a tankier jungle. Tankier jungles like to start Grump. But you gotta figure out where he's gonna start. Whether he's starting, you can see my mouse cursor? Or he's starting up here at the Krugs, or if he's starting down here at that. And then you can figure out his path. Or you say he's gonna start here. What he's gonna do after that. You'll be able to figure out where he's gonna be at, and you can maybe counter jungle him or something like that in the end. That's for later on, but we're gonna go over this. This is right, of course. And now you're gonna go. Yep. You're gonna ward there. Nice. Right on the spot. See how much vision that shows?
Mm-hmm.
You can, if they're taking a red, you'll be able to see the champion, see their health bar and everything. And I'm just showing you what Gragas is clear. I just did the hovered over him, so that you can see what Gragas is clear looks like in most cases, if you did it properly. So in future games when you play against him, you're like, well, I know he's going to be a blue with this such and such a health, right? I just did that so you can see. Blitz gets pulled, you're taking red, or Blitz pulls. See, when you see something like that, just ignore it. Your team's gonna die and stuff like that, so you just gotta do what you can do.
Don't miss out.
Yes, and I'll go sure there. See, look at how low Gragas is. He's not the strongest early game, so in most cases you should know Gragas should back, and that's where he's got some awesome ruins and masteries some guy came up with, but I could be wrong. Maybe Gragas is, but yeah. Take those. Your trinket's nearly up. I think you do. Yeah. Here, this is wrong. You don't have to wait for the ward. Okay? If the ward's not up, you don't have to wait. This. Or wait a second. Never mind. You're not waiting. Oh. Okay. I feel like a complete idiot now. That's it. You take that, you're gonna go take blue. And now this is gone. I tried so much, I took so much time trying to figure out where this went to. I eventually get it back up, but it would have been nice to have.
I just hesitated. I went back. Gone. You never forget the one that got away. With designer finds arriving all the time, you never have to miss out on the thrill. Winners find.
Yeah, this is pretty standard. You got this step, and you got this part down. The first part, you took the right paths and stuff. But if you don't have that ward, you don't wait. Well, I'm not sure if you actually did or not. You go straight to Gromp. It's just, if you do, you can drop it down. It's just safety precautions. You shouldn't be too worried against Gragas though.
he decided to go with the gazebo because he does like to be outside.
I don't know what Gragas is doing. That was a waste of time on his part.
So
So.
they can gather around and enjoy the fire. Our 18-foot high feature fireplace is complete. And we're on to building the gazebo.
So now you have your, you had your pink ward, you had your health pot, stuff like that.
This should be alright. Nice and thick.
You're gonna go over here. I think you actually started this?
A laying flagstone.
I don't know, maybe not.
There you go.
I mean, when this is happening, you shouldn't be waiting on that brush. You should have already been taking Scuttle Crab, right? You should have warded that brush. You should have already been taking Scuttle. You should have killed the Scuttle Crab already. Right? But that's fine. You see why, right? Because there's nothing you could have done there. And I mean, if Gragas, if for some reason, let's go back a bit here. Find the spot. If for some reason after this happens, and you see Gragas disappear into here or here, what you do after you see him doing that, if you can, finish Scuttle and come through this way. And ignore him. If he comes here and he becomes a part of this equation, down over here, you run over around Dragon, you see my mouse, right?
Yes, I do.
And you come in here, you take this, and then you could cut, and then if he doesn't show up at Dragon, you can go take Dragon after and then do your thing. Like if he comes in this way or this way, that means he's probably he's gonna see you. You don't want him seeing you. And you'll be able to see him if you take Skull Crab, so and you have that ward too. Your objective is to get Dragon, but if something else arises, you have to that you can't take it. You do what you need to do to keep control. Like that ward there is good enough. If he comes and interrupts this, and it's this low, you're gonna want to contest it and then leave. You're not gonna let it fight him because he'll have more power than you. And here you get this. You're gonna ward. Nice. And then I don't know what you're doing here, but that's okay. Make a mistake. Like you should, yeah. You should have straight up taken Dragon. Okay, at this point, what do you do if you see a ward? Like, say you drop this and there's a ward like right here. What do you do?
Run back to the Raptors, and then after that, come back, see what they do.
You come take this. You take golems. Come with the Raptors. Take the Raptors. If they don't take your pink, you can easily take Dragon. If they come take your pink, right? If they come take your pink, you still come back because you'll have a Raptor buff. You would have smited Raptors. You would have had that buff. Came here. There's no wards. You take Dragon, right? There's no wards. You take Dragon because of the fact that they have no vision. If there is a ward, you kill the ward and you just leave it again. You should have Trinket up again, I think. If you don't. You go and take topside jungle. And by the time that happens, your red buff is going to be up, so you want to back after you take topside, right? So after all that, your red buff's can probably be up soon. Yeah. So by the time you take golems, this, come back here. There's a ward, you kill it. You come over here, take this, back, come to red, take it. Then you should be able to go and take Dragon. Then your blue buff should be up. You see what I did there, right? If something arises, you gotta plan your route ahead. And we're gonna watch over a lot more, and hopefully some of these situations will come up. We can actually see them. But in all, there's no wards. So come and take Dragon. Yeah, me fiddling around here. This is me trying to figure out where this thing went to.
Eco-friendly tree houses. Oh, this is brilliant, isn't it? Post George Clark reveals the extraordinary role
Top lane dies.
size builds. Small space designs that start with a fixed idea. You never know how it's going to evolve.
You know what? So I'm not sure what you're doing, but something that's not a bad habit. Your teammate dies. You can go over to the lane. They can just hover over the person and see how much health he has left. So So say Vladimir had like 10 health, you know he's gonna push and he's gonna want it back. Right? It's and then you know if he doesn't come back to lane in a certain amount of time, you know he could be roaming somewhere. Right? But like you know he's gonna back, like here, he's gonna back. And if he doesn't show up in lane in like 30 seconds, he's roaming somewhere most likely, or he's DC. But if you know he's roaming somewhere, you're gonna, and you have no vision, you're gonna want to tell your team. You know what I mean? That's your jungle. You can even help them. So you took golems. You're gonna go up, take raptors. No, no red buffs up. You could take red buff in that situation, but you go take raptors, that's fine too. Taking raptors before red, you can clear red, make sure you're not. Yeah. I think I'm missing a few stuff, but there's Dragon Ult. That Dragon Ulti is what seals the deal. This is looking like a grim game at this point, 8 game. Like, there's nothing you can do about it, dude. Like, all you can do is farm to 6 and help your team at that point.
I think it's unbelievable that just using one once has made such a transformation.
I'm thinking after red buff is out, you take red buff, you go straight to blue. You're not gonna go straight to blue. So I'm thinking it should be up by that time. It may not be. Your team is putting down good vision. I mean, look, these two pinks are good, and then your top laner has a ward here, so. And will even include free shipping. That's over $70 in free gifts. I don't know why Greg is. Yeah, never mind. Not straight to blue. You have the right idea. You'll see results after one use or your money back. So call or go to trywen.ca. Use promo code WEN40. But see how, like, you're clearing your jungle effectively. It's a good thing. You have 6. Your top laner's gone. Your mid laner's dead. Bot lane's pushing in. You're gonna take blue. I'm not sure what you're waiting here for. So something must have come up, but whatever. Twisted Fate didn't ulti much this game. That's poor thing. Can I ask what you just did there?
They want you net.
What?
So they want you net first.
Am I still screen sharing?
Nope. Gotta restart.
Okay. Share screens start. Boom. This is the boring part of WarWick. Till you hit 6. Now I'm not sure what you're doing here. Like, I mean, you wait here. What you end up doing is you ward it, and then you go straight over here and take that. See what I mean? Do you remember why you were doing that?
What, warding? So you can keep an eye on the blue and see who comes up and tries to steal it.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna wait that long for the ward, you know what you do? You just take blue.
You kill. Yeah.
Or you don't have to take blue. You can go and take this. I mean, Gragas hasn't counter jungled you thus far in the game. It's very unlikely he's gonna do it. You know what I mean? You have a pink ward here. See that pink ward there? See that pink ward on the minimap? You have that as a vision. Draven comes up here, or Gragas comes up here. You're safe from this angle. If he comes through here, Gragas has got to take a long route, and usually you should. By the time you waited here, you would have killed this and then been here by. Like, I'm gonna replay it here. So you get up there. You wait for your ward. The amount of time you waited for your ward to be up, right? You could have killed this and came back already. You know what I mean? So, boom. So that's like, you wait 20 seconds at least for your ward here. It takes you 15 seconds to take this. Right? That's at least, that's like 25 seconds right there you waited. Now, you took this in the amount of, that took you like 6 seconds to take. If it's going to take you 6 seconds to take this, it's going to take Gragas to take like 30 seconds to take this. So you're completely safe. If you stumble upon him coming here, then you would ward this, so you get vision of him if he tries hiding in here. But you can test your blue balls, right? You ping for help. You see what I'm saying, right? Waiting here for that ward was a waste of time. For future reference. Okay? Take blue buff. You see Gragas bot lane, I think there's a ward in there. So you see Gragas bot lane now. And you see that he's pushing in like this. I should have been hovering over in this. So you see he pushes in. Guess what a good Gragas does? Guess what a good Gragas comes up, takes your go, pops a ward over here, takes your golems, comes up here, kills Scuttle, takes his ground, takes his wolves. He plans his route back. He doesn't leave golems and take this. He takes your golems. He counter jungles you. So guess what you're going to want to do?
Same thing.
You take this Scuttle Crab.
Except not take those, take the other side.
You take this Scuttle Crab, take this, come up here. You know Vladimir's dead, so you're not going to have any contention here. You're going to take this, take that, come take that, and you're going to back after you kill those. Right? You see where I'm getting at? You take Scuttle, take the Raptors, take this, and you back. You back, you come here, you come here and you clear it, because Gragas probably might have left the small Krug behind. And if he did, you want to clear that, because that's you want to clear it so you have gold. And Dragon, I don't have Dragon timer. But yeah, you come here, take this, clear it out. You come here, you get your ward down, take this. But yeah, we'll see what. And Dragon should be up by the time that all happens. See back in here? Look how much resources you're leaving behind. You know what I mean? That's a lot of resources you're leaving behind right here. And a good Gragas would have taken your jungle. And if he doesn't take your jungle, guess what? This is still free resources for you. You know he can't contest because he was just bought. Even if he backs and comes in, you're still going to be safe. So that's the thing. You got to play around Gragas. And here, another thing Gragas could do is, here's another thing. We're gonna go back here. I'm gonna go back a bit. So you should be, when you're back in here, or even if you're taking these, you know Gragas is still bot. You see it. You look at mid lane. You see that TF's pushing in, right? So guess what Gragas is gonna want to do? He's gonna want to take Krugs. He's gonna want to come up and take this. He's gonna want to come up and take gank TF, right? He doesn't take any of that. Gragas didn't take any of it, but it would have been better if he did take all that. So, guess what you do? You tell TF to back off. You ping him 5 times, be careful. That tells him to get out. He gets out, you save his life. Even if Gragas isn't there for some oddball reason, he is going to be there. Why wouldn't he? This is something that the TF should have realized too. This is TF's fault. But if your TF doesn't realize this, you got to be looking for this, right? You don't have to just help your team through physically being there. You can help them by communicating with them. I mean, you don't know. A big thing is not just worrying about yourself, but worrying about your other jungler. You always want to be a lookout for where your other opposite opponent is, right? Because here, you're probably going to save TF's life if you had told him. I mean, he got the kill in the end, I guess. I didn't know that this was going to happen, but he died. So. And here, you get pulled. You have ultimate. You already see this coming out, right? So guess what's going to happen when you get pulled? You're going to get stunned. Or actually, no, he's got no mana. So now what you could do is, you don't ulti right away. Do you have your ward? No, you don't have your ward. So you don't ulti right away. Because you're going to ulti right away, I think. You're going to want to auto-attack her as much as you can. And you're going to want to ping for assistance. You ping like 5 times because your team's here. You know what you could do? You have vision here. So you could start running away too after he pulls you. You could run away to your team. They're going to run up here. And you can ulti her after. But what you do is you immediately ulti. There's no pings. You're doing nothing right now. Right? You're waiting for your ulti cooldown to run out. You should be pinging right now. Right? Pinging for that assistance. And by the time
when the team doesn't pay attention, that's the problem.
It's low levels. Bronze, they're not going to pay attention. You get their attention by pinging. They're not all competitive, so you gotta guide them, right? If you ping them, they're gonna know. Because your ultimate takes like 2 seconds. 2 seconds, that's 2 pings you can get off while you're waiting for your ulti to come off, right? Because it's a channel ability. You gotta sit there, you're sitting there waiting to do nothing. While you were doing that, you could have pinged. You could have changed the outcome, but whatever. And Ezreal just messed up there. But you can't expect them to do it all right?
The guys quickly place blocks to take the weight off the church and stabilize the whole structure.
We're gonna go back and watch that again, but I'm gonna do something else here. Went too far back. So you get pulled. Nay. How do I take a screenshot again?
OBS?
How do I just take a screenshot? You can take a screenshot and save it to your clone port. Control print. Now.
Print screen.
I got it.
Hey. Print screen, go to MSP or whatever.
Hey, let's get the colors up. I want to use what's green or yellow and green. Actually, red. So here you no, I want pencil. You can see this?
Yes.
So here you get pulled by Blitzcrank, right? So what you want to do is you want to have your Q up, I think. Yeah, you want to Q, and you want to click G. Better brush I can use. What can I use? Jeez. That'll do. You want to click G, drag up, and then you, after queuing, right? After you use your queue, which will give you health, it'll take a chunk of health. Click G, drag up, that pings for help. Or no, sorry, drag down. It pings for help to your teammates sitting over here, right? And then it'll get their attention at very least. And then what you do is when she jumps back, you get in. After that happens, you want to auto attack her. Just basic attack, right? You want to basic attack her just by right clicking on her. And you do that and you repeat this. You actually literally repeat this. That is a repeat sign, right? You repeat auto attacking until, guess what? Until what she does? When she jumps away from you, you can make the decision to run, and then you can even take one step this way and see what she does. Actually, sorry. So she's here right now. This is Callista right now. This is Callista. She's here. You move this way. And what are more like this way. That's perfect. This keeps you in ulti range. And then you can still make the decision to run. Right? So when you move this way, if she auto attacks you, and she jumps this way, you're gonna move this way still, and then you want to ulti her. Okay? And then these guys should be up already, and then these guys should be following, but because you pinged them too, right? You pinged them. They should be here already, and when you ultied him, she's here. You were at this health. Probably, because she would have had one auto attack with Blitzcrank auto attack, right? Meanwhile, your team's already here, she's here. Ezreal teleports forward, he's here. Because he sees that she's locked up, so he's gonna get that teleport, get her. Nami's gonna be, where's Nami? She's actually gonna be about here, so she can actually tidal wave here. Nami can tidal wave, which is her ultimate, right? Which will knock her up even longer, giving Ezreal more time to get here, and he can auto attack. He can even throw an ulti down while that all happens. Callista gets bursted, she dies. If it's all played right. Even then, if they don't play it right, you still have help. They still get the kill.
It's the crew's worst nightmare. Their beams are forcing the forest to separate.
Damn internet.
No time to spare. They begin to slide the church off its foundation.
I'm gonna call him back and
Let's get these dollies in. In place, this century-old lady is ready to roll.
I worked harder than you did all week, buddy. You got some pretty vulgar language going on there. You know, I've implemented a swear box, so any swear words you guys say, I'm going to make you put a buck in the box.
Certainly all the money that gets put in here from the swearing is going to be donated to the pizza buying for the evening, so
I ain't going to put any money in I don't swear. The spud and jelly are going to.
It's been a long and difficult day, but hopefully tomorrow will be a smoother ride. When move day arrives, the heavens have opened. The rush is on to hit the road before it turns to slippery muck beneath the load. First job, a tight turn to get the church off the curb.
almost skipped over.
Yeah, fender, I didn't even realize, I was watching the other side there, I didn't even realize you were on the other side, watching the trees.
I just got here 5 minutes, not even, and this is what happened.
The truck's load is wider than they thought, and the tight corner forced its steel fender into the beams.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's your internet, not mine.
Hey, you can see my screen?
Yep.
Hey. So in the end, they're here. Nami and Ezreal play this right. They both get ultis down. They burst her down, and he's gonna get in a few auto attacks because of how long she's locked up for. She dies, and at worst, you die to kill her. At very worst, but in the outcome you had here, Callista gets away for your death. If you had just waited that extra couple seconds and pinged, they could have helped. And even if they're not helping, and you still do this, you still do the whole. If I can get rid of this now. So say you do the auto attack, or no, sorry. You Q her, you Q, auto attack. Say you do this, you Q auto attack. You ping for help, right? After you do this, you do the whole movement here. She jumps back this way. She's gonna auto attack you, or no? Yeah, once you auto attack her, repeat it. If she's in your face here, auto attack her and repeat it. And you're auto attacking her while these guys are coming up to help you. Say they're not helping you, right? And she jumps this way.
Mitchell.
You come this way.
Mitchell.
And you see what she does.
Close the garage doors and shut the lights off, please.
Okay. Night. I'll be off here soon. So you do that. And then, okay, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, she jumps this way. You do this whole thing coming this way. And then you ulti her, right? You R. And now, you spam ping. You spam ping. And then you get their attention. Right? If you don't get their attention by this point, G, man. That's all I say. GG. If you spam ping, if they don't help, it's GG. So, sorry to say, but I mean, there's nothing you can do at that point. Did that help at all?
Yes, sir.
Am I boring you?
No.
Okay. You're not saying
Sorry,
much.
I worked early this morning.
Okay. If you got any questions, ask. This was good. This is really good by him. But guess what he does to screw up? I know.
You ran past the tower.
No, never mind. Vladimir had the right idea. You don't have to learn just from your perspective. You can learn from watching other people, right? So we're gonna do that too. We're gonna watch what goes down here, and why it happens, and what we. Vladimir's here. So we see the ultimate go down. This ultimate makes him get all greedy. I don't see. This is a okay. So your guy here just wasted his splash slow and one of his major auto abilities. Vladimir comes in and he gets some damage off, but he didn't need to ulti. Vladimir got greedy here. All Vladimir had to do. Can you tell me what he had to do? So
All you do is fucking cast his shit.
so Urgot runs, but guess what he does? He misses this, and then he misses this. So guess what Urgot has to do? He has to show respect to him because he has his cooldowns blown. His cooldowns are blown. He has nothing to fight Urgot, Vladimir with. He comes up right in his face. Vladimir recognizes that he has nothing. But guess what he does? He leads off with this. And then he does our ultimate. That's wrong. If you want to ulti them, we're going to go back a smidge.
Can't hear you.
So he misses that, misses that. Vladimir, look at how close he is. Guess what you do?
Jump in.
Vladimir ultis him here. Instead of leaving off with like that with that one ability he did, right? You ulti him and then you do the E. Because you do the E here, he runs. You do the ulti first, then do it.
Then EM.
Yeah. Because you know how Vladimir's kit works, right?
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
It does more damage for the ultimate, but look at what Vladimir does. Look what Vladimir does. You see how this is wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what Urgot's kit does. Vladimir should have just gave up and went back after that happened. Like, from this point on, he's dead. There's nothing he can do. So, Vladimir overcommitted. What he did wasn't necessarily wrong. Another option he could have done here, we're going to go over it again if you want. Oh my god, this seeking thing is terrible.
Okay, thank you very much for everything today.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day. Good night. Yeah. So, Vladimir, if he doesn't want to use ultimate, you E, auto attack Q. And then what you do is you come back and you take the minions. You take this minion, because this is not a guaranteed kill, and whatsoever, either. You take this minion, you take the next minion. Let the wave push. That's a whole lot better than what he did. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, that's something to keep in mind. It's just those little nitty-gritty things. Vladimir, you had small windows of opportunity. All Vladimir had to do was use his window of opportunity to get an auto attack, EQ off, not ulti, and it would apply more pressure. He didn't overcommit, he didn't take any damage for it. He would have had a little bit more control over the lane. Because the more you trade, and you win those trades, the more health you're going to have, the less health he's going to have. It's going to make you easier. It gives more pressure. Now here, your group is, let's see. Do you have ultimate? I don't know if you have ultimate right here. You have ultimate coming up. This is wrong, in my opinion. You come mid, help these guys take mid. You spam ping, take the tower. It's a 4v2. You know Vladimir just died, right? Top lane. You should know Vladimir just died, so he can't help. Gragas is top, he's there. You see Callista, so it's gonna be a 4v2. 4 people can take that mid turret. Right?
Yes, sir.
So backing there was wrong. But I guess that's a hard to say. What are you doing here? What are you doing?
Being a dumbass.
You know how, right?
I'm not defending the tower.
You're not defending the tower, and what do you gain from ulting her? What do you gain?
Nothing.
Nothing. Do you think you can kill her?
No. Callista's a bitch. She's hard to kill.
Exactly. You can't kill her. If she had maybe 200 health, hit, kill her. Then you would go do it. If she gets away from you, come back, take this. But there's no chance in the world you kill her. You come here, take this. If your team's still mid, you come. You can take golems if you're confident that they're not taking dragon, because they shouldn't be. You see them here. No, Gragas was just top from previous. So you can take this, you can come here, then and ward it after. See these little things that can save the game? That, I don't know what he was doing. I think that was a misclick, because he had the route go kart and everything. Now this was good on her part, kind of. I mean, I don't know. This fight, you're here too, right? I think so. Yep. That's good. Now you spam ping dragon. You don't have ultimate, you can't chase. You spam ping dragon. You can take dragon by yourself too. You don't need your team. They can go take that. Yep. I'm not sure why Nami's here. Nami should have been here. Because you can solo dragon easily. But when this happens, why did he bubble? She bubbled there. Oh my god. Your team though. That Nami bubble. Now here you're making it easier for him to steal. I mean, you have to smite down. It's good. You should have just turned on him though first, then taken dragon. Okay? When you got someone like that, you just take him out of the equation, then you can take dragon. If he runs away and you can't kill him, then yeah. And your team overstays, that's their fault. They should not have been there. They gain nothing for being here, right? That's their fault. Questions so far?
No.
All making sense to you?
Yes, sir.
If something, even the littlest thing, don't be afraid to ask. That's what this is for. You got one question? It sounds like the stupidest thing ever that you should know. Ask. I'm not judging. It's gonna help you in the long run, so stupidest question can help you in the long run. That's, which in the end is a good question. So there are no stupid questions. You go take, I don't agree with, you should have just taken the red, or here. You see these two, you just back off. You go take your red buff. Now you go take it. Guess what? Do you why I say this is wrong? Say this is wrong? Or let's go back. You know why I say this is wrong? Going here and warding. Do you know why? Shadow, are you there? I don't hear Shadow.
Why?
There's lag in the call.
I'm here?
Yeah, there's lag.
You're lagging out, bro. Yeah.
Okay. This is a repeat of last time. Right? This is a repeat of last time. You standing here warding, this is an exact repeat of last time. Now I could teach you want me to go over this? Because actually this ward changes everything. Did he just put me on white? No, he didn't. This ward changes everything though.
I'm in a club. I don't know no one here. Because I stay with everyone I know in the game because I don't want you being jealous. So stay away from everyone fucking jealous.
You see my screen?
It's a nobody. Is her name Green? I don't know her.
You see the shadow?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the. So say you're here, right? Like this is where you were toward this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You look at this. Look where you were pulled. You were pulled right here. Look at that difference. Oops. You see why I say that's a bad thing to do is go into your ward? You know what would have been the better option?
Son of a bitch.
So
Not
Instead of doing the ward, what you do is... Hey, so this is just a printed copy of this. So we're here. Grab this. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I think there's an easier way of doing this, but I forget how. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna imagine that this is Callista and this is Blitzcrank. Oh, first of all, the reason why I say you don't want to check this, because you don't actually know that these two are here. As far as you knew, you came back this way, came back in, and you haven't seen them again. Right? You remember that? You haven't seen them again. So they can be anywhere, they can be sitting in this brush still. They can be here, they could have came up this way. As far as you know, you want to play it that they played this. You want to play it that they played this. So your smart move, instead of coming here and warding, your smart move is just to go up this way and take red. Right? And now what you do is, if they did come this way, oh shit. Okay. Let me think here. So you're gonna want to take red here. Yeah, because you wouldn't have warded this, so you want to take red. Oh my god. There we go. Sorry about that. So you ward right in that same spot. You'll be able to see if they came this way. So you see how this play is better than this play, right? Okay, so now say you did do this, right? And Blitzcrank's here. He pulls you. This is the exact same scenario as that other before. But instead of going sideways and auto-attacking her, so yeah, instead of going sideways and doing the whole wait till she does here, ulti here, you have this ward wasn't here before, right? You didn't have it before. I'm going to show you why this ward changes everything. So you get pulled. You're here. This is you, this red mark. You auto attack again. Assuming you have Q, you Q. You ping for help. And now this is where everything changes. Instead of going this way, guess where you go? You go this way. You wanna know why you go this way?
Why?
Because if she elects to chase you, you still have vision of her. So you can still ulti her. If she elects to, she's actually going to be right here. Callista's going to be here after that whole thing happens. Callista's going to be here. If she elects to chase you, you can bring her into your team that's sitting here. Right? But if she elects to go this way and run, you're still in a position where you can ulti her from running and still get her with your team. This ward changes the simplest move ever. Because previously, without this ward, I told you to go this way and see if she goes, and then she goes this way, you ulti her. Now you see how this ward's beneficial? You go this way, she chases you. You can, and then you bring your team to her, and you kill her. And then when she decides to run, she can be here. You can ulti her. But if you did that without the ward, you have no vision on her, so you don't know what she's doing. That's why this ward changes the littlest things. This is how. And any questions about that?
No, sir.
Makes all sense?
Yep.
Sweet. Am I helping you?
Yes, you are.
Sweet. That's good. So you take this. I'm gonna go do red. You still don't know where Blitz and Callista are? So, you know, that was a waste of time, by the way. You see that there's 2 minions. It's not equivalent to this, so you should have just taken this. You see Blitzcrank's top. Now you're just farming. We're gonna skip ahead. But you're never gonna go back.
What the hell I want again? You want another?
So here. You have ulti. I know, I knew as soon as this happened, I knew you were gonna ulti him. But look where your team is. Here, here, and dead. What do you gain from ulting him?
Nothing.
Guess what you do? You run this way. You ignore him. You have tier 2 boots. What does he have? He's on this side. He's down here. He has tier 2 boots, Zephyr. I'm not sure if you'll be able to outrun him or not. I mean, all you gotta do is try to get to these guys. Like, that's your best bet. And now I just screwed everything up. I'm dragging this. I don't mean to. But yeah, your best bet's to run to these guys, help them take tower, if you can survive that long. And then Draven's probably not going to chase you either. But you don't ulti here, you run. You keep your ulti, and if they help you, that's when you ulti him. Because you're just going to die here. Yeah, you're dead. This is a good play by these two. It's a good play. It's a really good play. There we go. Now here, this happens. That as soon as a blitzcrank flashes, if you're in Urgot's position, blitzcrank flashes over here. Guess what you do?
Go that way.
You run. You leave him. You win that trade if he flashes. He's got no flash. You win that trade. He got damage. You guys got a kill. Don't. Their whole team. For all you know, you don't. Okay, you know where Cliss is. You don't know where Draven is. Before you could have realized, if you were before you could have realized Draven backed or something like that. It could be Gragas and Draven sitting in this bush. You face check that, you're dead, right? And that's why you run. There's no point in doing that. I mean, in game it's gonna be really hard to realize all that, but this is what the pros do. During game they analyze everything outside of them as well as just them. Now here, think you see Draven. You see Draven, you're doing Gromp. You know they're gonna come take this. This is warded. You run. Yeah, okay, good. Oh, you didn't need a flash. You flashed there. That's bad. Your team's here. There's Vladimir and Blitzcrank were there. You could have seen that. You actually turned and okay. You did turn and fight. You got her flash for your ulti. Your ulti's a lower cooldown. You won that. Or you actually maybe broke out even. Look at what you're doing. You're a tank. You're a tank. I guess you can be an assassin. But it's hard to assassinate her. So what you want to do is you want to hang back with your team. Become more of a threat with your team. And I don't know why no one finished Gragas off. There's that. I don't know why TF died. Yeah. That's just terrible. TF should not have lived there anyways. You guys won, but you could have gotten out of that alive. You guys could have won that fight earlier, and you could have taken mid tower a lot sooner. So, skip ahead.
I touched the horse and put on one of the dancers.
There's one more thing I want to go over. I want to go over that one dragon fight where you didn't help. Here. I think this is it here. That ult was decent. I mean, you got the kill, so. Blitzcrank isn't a big threat, though. Okay, it's coming up now. I think. You saw that, you run. Yeah. I want to find that dragon fight. This is it. It's gotta be. I could be incorrect. I'm incorrect. Where is it? Sorry, I'm trying to find a dragon fight because that's pretty much the only other thing I want to go over. And then we're good to go. That's smart not to chase there. That's smart on your part. Now this. Okay, here? Yeah, you got nothing to do. You don't have flash. Where is it? This is it. I remember, because you backed here. Everyone else is going. You there, Shadow?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Just making sure. You know my Skype. Yeah, this is the dragon fight here. You backed, you had low mana. This is fine. But you need to get straight to your... You should tab, or yeah. You need to get straight to dragon. Okay, so... We're gonna go over the replay I did. Where I did quite a few. I replayed it myself. So this is the dragon fight. Ezreal ulti comes in. When does the TF ulti come in? Hold on. That's why I'm replaying this. This is this. You're back here. Dragon's live. Ezreal ulti gets some vision. Here's your TF ulti. So you see these guys, you see Callista's here, because you know what TF ulti is, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see Callista here. You know that this is a 4-on-4. You know you can come in and help them. Vladimir's here. If you look at, you're sitting here. I'm not sure how long. We're gonna go back and we're gonna figure that out again. Wish I can just go back a little list bit. Okay. We're gonna pay attention to you because we already seen the Ezreal ult. And we're gonna pause it as soon as you stop moving. There you go. You move backwards. So this is happening here. You could be about right at this point here. You could probably be here by now. And now you're here. Look at this. This becomes a 5-on-3 if you're here. Instead of doing what you did here, if you would have been here at this point. This becomes, and you have ulti. Even if you didn't have ulti, they don't know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That applies a lot of pressure to them. Even if you stand here while Ezreal does damage to them, you're protecting Ezreal. You could have taken that pull for him, and then he'd be doing damage right now, and you could have ultied someone here. And if you're here, these guys would not have come up this way. They would have come this way. This would have been a 5-on-3. You guys could have won that fight. Instead of this becoming a 5-on-4 in the end. You see how you could have helped?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's everything. The rest of the video is just me replaying the game. Replaying this part. Yeah, the rest of the video is...
sir. I'm gonna go lay down for a little bit because I gotta work tomorrow.
I'll upload it.
Thank you, sir. Upload it and whatever, give me a link to it.
Yep, definitely. Any questions?
No, sir.
Really? I like questions. Okay, whatever.
I know questions really because I'm basically nowhere to improve.
But yeah, I'll send you the link and you can watch it. And yeah, and if you have any questions on the vid, like say you rewatch it and you have any questions that come to mind, call me and we'll go over it.
Alright, thanks, Mitch.
No problem. Good night, man. I gotta go to bed.
Alright.
Peace. MadMan.